Hello, I'm Susie from Explore Norfolk UK, and behind me is Castle Acre Priory, which means that I'm on the Peddars Way. And the whole point of this video today is to try and show you some of the highlights of the Peddars Way. Now, the Peddars Way runs from Nettishall Heath, which is just outside Thetford, all the way up to the coast, and from there it joins the Norfolk Coast Path. It's 46 miles long, and it goes through a variety of Norfolk landscape. You start off in the woods, lovely pretty woodlands, then some open countryside with rural farming going on, and a bit of road walking till you get to here, Castle Acre, and then you come to this beautiful priory, and you continue on towards the coast along very arrow straight tracks, and it's all incredibly peaceful. When you get to the end, it really is a sense of achievement to think back. You arrive at the coast and you think back to the woodlands where you started, and it's just such a contrast. It's a lovely walk. It's a historic walk. It's an old Roman road, so you'll be treading in the tracks of the Romans, and I hope I can show you some of the highlights that you will enjoy. These ancient woodlands really are a pleasure to walk through. They're so beautiful. Goes on as far as the eye can see. Now, there aren't many benches on the Peddars Way, so make the most of them when you see them. Oh, here's a nice bridge. I wish you could smell the scent of the pine trees. It's lovely. This is just really peaceful. So this Peddars Way is one of the national trails, as I said earlier, which also combines with the Norfolk Coast Path. And that's the sort of thing I can organise at Explore Norfolk UK walking holidays. I'll give you a very detailed itinerary. I'll book your luggage transfer and give you guidebooks and maps and book all your accommodation, so you don't have anything to worry about except to enjoy the walk. You can find the link below this video to find out more about the walking holidays, or you can go to the website Explore Norfolk UK and click on the walking tab, where you'll find all the walks that we can organise for you. Along the boardwalk. Oh, this is nice. Pretty cornflowers. There's just such a fantastic variety of trees along here. I don't know what they all are, but you can see they're all different. This has to be one of the highlights of the Peddars Way. It's Castle Acre Priory. It's a massive priory ruin, and much of it actually is in really good nick. If you have the time when you arrive in Castle Acre, it's well worth going into, but if not, you can wander around the edge of it, and it's really impressive. It's an 11th century ruin. You get some lovely quiet lanes. Here's the wonderful ford at Castle Acre. You can see the flintstone wall of the priory, and if we go over the bridge here, you'll be able to see the priory in the distance. It's so pretty. Oh, look! That I didn't expect. 1, 2, 3, 4 cygnets. There's the Priory in the distance. So I'm now coming into Castle Acre, and you can see all these really pretty flintstone cottages. Castle Acre actually is a medieval village, and as well as having the Priory, it also has the ruins of a castle. Here you can see some of the wall there and the ramparts between those two houses. So there's the Bailey Gate, pretty impressive going into the village. Too many signs though for my liking. Well, having done quite a bit of road walking the previous day, you'll be delighted to get to this point here. And this trig point, because, believe it or not, this is the highest part of the Peddar's Way. And then from here on, you're pretty much on tracks all the way up to the coast, apart from a little bit of road walking in Sedgeford and Ringstead. And I said it was an historic walk, and here are 3 tumuli. This particular one is about 11 feet tall, I think. So what they're believed to have been are layers of burnt wood and bones, and then some soil, and then flint on top of them with the bits of pottery and charcoal fragments. This is when you realise you're getting close to the coast, when you see this wonderful cast stone, sort of orange colour brickwork, and it's taken from the cliffs around Hunstanton. You've got the church behind this lovely hedge. I just think that's really pretty. Last village before the coast. So there's the sea in front of you. So we've walked out of Ringstead and we're now heading down towards the North Norfolk coast. And you get a good view of it as you carry on along this track here, the Peddar's Way. It takes you along a little stretch of field, and it'll eventually bring you down to that beautiful coastline. And this is, I find, this is where you think back to the start of the Peddar's Way, and you started in the pretty woodlands, walking through Ministry of Defence land, walking through open countryside and along the tracks, and you finally reach this coast, completely diverse landscape from beginning of Peddar's Way to the end. Well, I hope you've enjoyed some of the highlights of the Peddar's Way. Don't forget though that it's only a snapshot of the whole trail, which is 46 miles. If you'd like to walk the Peddar's Way and don't know where to start, then click on the link below, because I can help you with that. I'll do the luggage transfer, I'll book the accommodation, and I'll give you a very detailed itinerary. So see you on the next walk.